Lobster for breakfast. For breakfast, we're going to start off with a nice lobster omelet. Then we're going to take the majority of the lobster meat, wrap it in some bacon, and fry that baby up. Little grilled tomato side. And that's what's going to be our quick and easy breakfast. Since we just need the meat, basically the easiest way to flay out a lobster, basically, I just use some kitchen shears, cut right up the belly, all the way through the anal port there. And then these white parts, the ribs that go across there, are the hard shell. So what you have to do is basically just use your thumbs and create like a spreader and just break them. You can actually cut along either side as well. It's just whatever's easier. But otherwise you just break the sides of it. Take 2 fingers, put it under the meat and between the meat and the shell. And there's like a little film, it's like an interior skin. And just keep running it right along there. And that'll separate the meat from the shell. And pull up. And there you go. And this is what you're separating with your fingers, is just this basic skin there. And then you're just left with 100% of the meat. And you just have this cool shell to play with. The reason why this combination works out so well is that we're going to clean up this lobster tail, because we're going to be wrapping it in bacon. We want it kind of to be the same size so it cooks evenly. So with all those leftover scraps, those are going to be perfect to go into something like an omelet where you really don't care about it. You just want a bunch of small pieces. So I'm just going to cut off the front half here, which has lots of internal pieces there. And then we're probably going to cut off the tail end since it's so much thinner. And then when we've got all the meat that we can put into our omelet, the rest of this we're just going to split in half and basically kind of make them like sausages. Bacon wrap sausages. Like that. And we're just going to wrap some bacon around them. Now that we have our 2 main chunks that we're going to wrap in the bacon, I went ahead and chopped the lobster pieces up. Got our bacon. And we're just going to roll these up. Just like that. I got some really cheap bacon, so it's very thin, which will help it cook quickly and not so greasy, so that'll be good. And there we go. A quick cooking tip is to find a nice piece of bamboo and just kind of keep it, and then keep it dry and clean. And then what you can do is cut off chunks of it for chopsticks or skewers, or like what we're going to use it for is basically the skewers. And then anytime you need it, you can just grab your knife, and as long as you're going with the grain, it comes off very easily. And then you've got some nice skewers. Or thicker, and then you've got chopsticks. Or bigger and sharpen the tip, and then you've got something to poke stuff with, or if you need to get the truth out of somebody. Okay, we've got everything ready, so let's get cooking. Okay, we've got everything laid out, so I'm going to hit everything with just some salt and pepper. Alright, now we're ready to go. Of course, we're going to start off with butter. Then we're going to drop in our lobster to just get a head start. I just chopped it up into kind of minced pieces, because you still want to be able to tell that they're a lobster. And that's going to cook really fast. We just want to get them started. That translucent's pretty much gone. They're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and throw the eggs in now. Okay, let those go. Just gonna kind of swirl it a bit just to make sure it's even. And we're just gonna cook it on just low heat like that for a little while. Watch it solidify a bit. And just watching those edges, that's the most biggest indicator that we're looking for. The inside being soft is going to be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and drop our lobsters on there to start cooking a bit. Starting to thicken up, so that's perfect. Don't want to go too fast. Looking good. Just got a little bit of thinness there, so we're going to throw the cheese on there and we're ready to take this guy off. Had the mozzarella from the pizza, so just going to do a little light bits there. Okay, just a little bit of jiggles there. Alright, I'm just going to slide this guy off of the pan. Bam, we're done. I believe we are good to go all the way across the board. Looks good. Looks good. Plate these up. Stay together, baby. Oops. Stay together. Nice. Now for our bacon wrapped here. Put those. There we go. I was thinking about pan-searing them, but I don't think I'm going to. Maybe the tomatoes. Lobster for breakfast? Sure. We've got lobster omelet, bacon wrapped lobster, some fried tomatoes, and some bread and butter to top it off. So can you use lobster for breakfast? Yes, you can. The key thing with the omelets is you want it moist, kind of like steak. I mean, you could burn it up and dry it out where it's got burn spots on it, but realistically, for a good omelet, you want it still nice and juicy. Got chunks of our lobster that you can easily see, good bite-sized pieces. Lots of cheese there. So that omelet is perfect. Nice and glistening, juicy, just like steak. And then we've got our lobster wrapped in bacon. Ooh, looky there. All ready to go. See if you can find that at Denny's. And we got some nice tomatoes to cleanse the palate with. Going a little British style. And some nice little bread and butter there. Probably can use some jam, sweeten it up. Anyways, that is how you do breakfast. Alright, let's dig in and try this out. So, we've got this. That is the lobster omelet. Big chunks of lobster there. Cheese, butter, lobster, creamy eggs. Wow. Yeah, that's worth a deserving second. Excellent. All right, next, do a little bit of bacon wrapped lobster here. There's our bacon wrapped lobster, a nice healthy chunk there. Can only get better. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. The piece of chunk of meat that you bite down on squirts out the flavor. So initially you hit it with the bacon, but then you chomp into the big chunk of lobster, then you hit that lobster taste. Complement themselves very well. Very good. And we've got our nice grilled tomatoes here. There we go. Got to get a little veggies, a little color there. Nice and juicy, but still have that grilled flavor to it. Mmm. So juicy. Man. That's a great way to have tomatoes. That's a great way to have veggies if you're not into veggies. Lots of flavor. And bread and butter, but. Mmm. Alright. That's how you do breakfast with lobster. Excelente. So, anyways, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next video. Bye.